describing how to make your bed in business class. Tell you, I'm less than impressed by the in-flight entertainment system. The screen resolution quality is awful. The flight map doesn't actually show you the map of where you're going. It just displays a few pieces of data, but there's no actual map. I haven't found any videos like about Singapore, exploring the city. Video I pulled up. I'm just looking how this poor the quality of the screen resolution is here. This aircraft looks really old to me. Like, I'll have to look up the tail number and see when it was delivered. I'm very curious. I spoke to one of the flight attendants about the malfunctioning flight map system, and it is she did something to reset it, so it's coming on now. But boy, I can tell this is really old equipment. This plane has got to be at least, I'd say at least a dozen years old. This is not very modern seating and in-flight entertainment. This United used to have this kind of a map many years ago and has since upgraded its system. I still can't believe the horrendous fuzziness and poor resolution of the screen. In any case, 30 minutes left until landing. So
we hope you have enjoyed the short flight. We shall be starting a descent very shortly to Singapore. Weather in Singapore is light scattered clouds with a ground temperature of 31 degrees Celsius, which is 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And landing time in Singapore will be 45 minutes past 1 in the afternoon. Present local time now is
30 minutes till landing.
On the 5th of May. And after landing, you will be a short taxi to a parking gate at Terminal 3. And during the descent into Singapore, we will be flying the island of Brunei, followed by the southern coast of Johor, before we carry out an approach landing into Singapore. And with that, on behalf of Singapore Airlines and the crew, we wish you a pleasant afternoon. And can I please prepare for arrival?
To go into flatbed mode for like a 10-minute nap as we approach Singapore. Oh, I need to kick my shoes off here. Oh, this pillow feels really nice and firm and comfortable. Oh, this is going to be really tough to lay down for only like 10 minutes. gonna have to ask them to circle the airport for a few hours. Okay, so the seat controls are hidden under here.
Ladies and gentlemen, before arrival in Singapore, all visitors must complete an immigration form. Please note the warning on the form about the certain penalties for drug offences in Singapore. With effect from 28th of March 2017, Singapore Airlines Flight departing for Dubai will operate out of Changi Airport Terminal 3. Passengers traveling to Dubai is proceed to Terminal 3 for check-in.
So this is not even a full flat bed seat. This is like what they call like an angle lie flat. This is really old seat. I can't believe. I think I do remember actually reading that it doesn't go fully flat, but I am a little surprised at like how ancient this technology is. They have not retrofitted. I guess they just maybe use these aircraft on some of their short haul regional routes where they don't really need the full flatbed business class experience like on the 13, 14, 15 hour ultra long hauls. All right, well, I'm gonna try and take a quick rest here before we have to prepare for landing. Well, sadly, my 11-minute nap has come to an end. We are now descending 11,700 feet, 315 miles per hour. Beautiful day here as we approach Singapore. Guessing those were islands of Indonesia that we just passed. Singapore is this island city-state, the edge of the Malaysian peninsula, but then you have the huge Indonesian island of Sumatra just to the west, and these smaller Rio Islands and Kota Probolinggo. Yeah, I guess those are Indonesia. So you've got Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. I forgot how close these Indonesians are to Singapore. It looks like there's actually quite a bit of ferry routes there. That would be Malaysia we're looking at. Songai Ringgit, Malaysia. Heading due north. Miles from Singapore's Shanghai Airport. Gosh, are there really only 2 runways at Shanghai Airport? That's amazing. You'd think there would be more, just like Hong Kong amazingly runs with only 2 runways. So then you have this Air Force base that has a 3rd runway, but runway 3 and Terminal 5 under construction until 2025. Wow, so they're building a 3rd runway. Okay, so the runways are basically oriented the same way they were at Bandar Seri Begawan, Brunei International Airport, with just a few degrees to the northeast. Probably 321, and it appears as we are going to make a U-turn here and come in to land on runway 21, just as we took off from runway 21 from Brunei. This flight's been way too short. It hasn't even been 2 hours since we departed the gate. I basically ate, played around with the crummy, really old in-flight entertainment system. Look at these like manual latching pockets. I'm really stunned, actually, that Singapore Airlines still operates a wide-body plane with this kind of ancient premium seating. I'm definitely going to look up the flight history for this aircraft and see. I bet you it only flies around within Asia. I bet you it doesn't do any long-haul flights to Europe, Africa, Middle East. That they put their newer aircraft with their much more comfortable seating and much higher quality in-flight entertainment system. I'd say this is kind of a poor man's introduction for me as my first flight on Singapore Airlines. Now, the food was delicious, the service was great, nothing to complain about there. But in terms of the seat and the in-flight entertainment system, I would have to rate those a C- to D in terms of premium seating that I've experienced. Certainly nothing like the Premier World business class experience I had on new Kenya Airways Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner on the tag flight from Hong Kong to Bangkok almost 2 weeks ago on my way to Brunei.